It was a second-story room in a house in Jerusalem, and a group of 13 gathered to celebrate the Seder, the Passover meal. It had been a busy day, lots of things going on, some wonderful, some not so wonderful. Everyone was a bit on edge. There was a feeling that all of the events of the last 3 years were coming to some sort of climax, and soon. Jesus himself had spoken of it, preparing his disciples for his coming death. But the 12 were not prepared, not really. Except perhaps for one who knew better than the others what was to take place that night because he had been planning for it. His name was Judas. Judas was one of the 12 whom Jesus had chosen, selected to be part of the ministry, part of this special group, part of this great story. He had walked with Jesus, talked with Jesus, eaten, slept, endured with Jesus. He had heard the teachings, he had witnessed the miracles, he had seen the power and the gentleness, and he had made the decision to betray his rabbi, his teacher, his Messiah. And that night, at the supper, no one suspected. Well, almost no one. For after Jesus shared with them the bread and the wine, he told them that one of them, one of his chosen, would betray him. Now, the immediate response of the disciples was very strange. Nobody looked at Judas. Nobody said, "It's him," right? Instead, each one asked instead, "Is it I, Lord?" Each man searched his own heart for any hint that he might in some way cause the death of his master. And when the question came around to Judas, he too asked, "Is it I?" And the answer was crushing. "You have said so." Judas was stunned. Jesus knew. He had known all along. And as he left the room and went out into the night, the betrayer was struck by the realization that just a short time ago, Jesus had knelt as a servant to cleanse the dusty feet of the one who had sold him out, the one he knew had sold him out. Because you see, Jesus had come to die for the sins of all of us, even Judas. He had come with grace and forgiveness, reconciliation and mercy. He had come with love for all of us. And a few hours later, on a hill outside the city, as he suffered on a cross, he said, "Father, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing." And somehow, I can't help but think that Judas, whom he had purposefully chosen to be one of his 12, was included in that plea. I don't have that kind of love, but Jesus did. And I know that he included you and me in that plea as well. God bless you all.